Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Ahmad Shakur. Rodney Jones is absolutely not holding back on Diddy. Okay, there's more information that he's now revealing in new documents that he's filed. So let's get into it. Rodney Jones' attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, wrote a letter to the judge basically dismissing the claims that Lucian Grange, Diddy, and all of them are trying to say that these things are all lies and frivolous allegations and that it's just a clout chase, basically. Of course, I'm paraphrasing, but they've basically been trying to accuse attorney Tyrone Blackburn of just putting this out there to get media attention and all of that and to garner headlines. Whereas Mr. Blackburn says that's absolutely not what he's doing. He's never been in the practice of that. He said that he's been invited on numerous shows and podcasts and all of those things, but he's declined all of it. So clearly he's not trying to get media attention. He also says that he always tries to handle things privately to come to a resolution. And when that doesn't work, that's when he files the suits. Okay, so please pay attention. Now, it is in my opinion that because of them trying to get the suits dismissed and trying to say these things are all lies and BS, that this is why Rodney Jones, in my opinion, is bringing out even more information. And this time he's giving dates, okay, in specific locations and all of that. Please pay attention. Not that he wasn't already giving that type of information, but now he's just giving even more of it. Okay, he says that Diddy told him that poor people are the only ones who pay taxes, and that Diddy admitted to having shell companies and investing in a wing spot. Doesn't Rick Ross also have a wing spot? And then so he says that Diddy has accounts over in Germany, and that Diddy says you wire money from anonymous accounts so that if you need something done and you have to pay someone to do it, that it doesn't trace back to him. Okay, this is all nefarious. He says Diddy bragged to him about putting hands on Jared Recknitzer. Now, this is a man who in 2007 actually sued Diddy. He says Diddy also bragged to him about going upside Steve Stout's head with a chair and a champagne bottle. Now, if you ask me, this whole thing between him and Steve Stout was probably a lover's quarrel, but that's just my opinion. He says Diddy also bragged about Shine taking the fall and how he was paid through a record deal by his friend L.A. Reid. Now, that's interesting because this was also corroborated by Mark Curry, who said exactly that. Okay, please pay attention.
To Belize said he couldn't come back to the United States. So he goes back to Belize. And do you remember when Def Jam signed him to a record deal? They gave him what, $8 million? How much?
L.A. Reid gave him $1 million.
All right, so L.A. Reid gave him $1 million to put out an album, and the album never came out. I knew that when L.A. Reid went to give him that $1 million, that was Puff giving him the money, but he had to give it through L.A. Reid.
Rodney Jones also alleges that he's personally witnessed several men who own record labels and who have notable catchphrases come to Diddy's homes and then disappear into the bedroom with him for hours. Now, we know previously he said the same thing about Lucian Grange and Ethiopia Haptemariam, but now he names two different people. He didn't say their names, but he said they have notable catchphrases. One of the catchphrases is, and another one. Okay, I'm sorry, it sounds like DJ Khaled. And the other one is Maybach Music. Okay, clearly Rick Ross. And so that's interesting because Jonathan Oddie said something that absolutely corroborates that. Please pay attention.
They've had, Mark Garrett has had the FBI on me, has had other agencies looking at me and spying on me, okay, because they want to set me up as an extortionist. Like if I was extorting Sean for money. It's wrong. Basically what happened is Diddy and Ross, which they good buddies, okay? They're gay.
Who?
Both. Diddy and Ross. And Khaled. They're all gay, okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They all get.
Yeah.
Jones also says Diddy bragged to him about sleeping with the women of his enemies. Okay, we already know that he has a child with Sarah Chapman, who once dated Tupac. But also he bragged about Daphne Joy, 50's mother's child. And then also Rodney has footage of Daphne Joy massaging Diddy's feet while an SEX worker is giving him a massage as well. So this is all crazy. More stuff is coming out, as I said. And at the end of the day, he says there's other information that he could release, but he doesn't feel comfortable releasing it in the documents. But he will, if need be, release it in court. Okay, so there's no telling what all this young man has under his cap. There's no telling what other information he has. And Diddy right about now, and other people who were at Diddy's parties and around him in his presence when any of these alleged activities were going on, they should all be real nervous right about now, okay? And the fact that he called out Rick Ross and DJ Khaled as being zesty, yeah, I'm sure this is all going to get a whole lot worse. Please pay attention.